Tagliafico. Now Romero. That's gone for a throw-in. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
He's a sharp little ball here. He's in a great position here. And he's running through. And a header! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Fernandez. Argentina still without a single shot on target. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Tagliafico. Turns back here, probably the best option. Over to the right flank.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Looking for the run. Space for him to turn and look. Swings in across. That's the throw. He is through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Alex Molina.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Di Maria. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Succumbs to the pressure. Tagliafico unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Alvarez. Tries one from range. Oh, it's come loose. Played in by team. And one more try. That is decidedly lacking.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Aims beyond the defence. Oh, cracking ball. Oh, important interception. Di Maria. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, and that pass just didn't quite work.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Here comes the cross. Oh, lovely. He's going for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oh, good spread. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. McAllister. Simeone. And here's Alvarez. No, he's not getting past him there.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
It's anyone's ball now. a try! Oh, super goal! A finish of true class! With half-time at hand! Perfect timing! It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
And the referee has signalled for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Argentina come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. That gets us going once more.
Argentina can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even...
Chance for a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Quality ball. Passing is crisp and sharp. Has a look and plays it forward. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Towering header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt. All too easy.
And it's Di Maria. Argentina do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Molina, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Shot could be on. And it's made its way to him. Messi. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Paredes kept his eye on it, and he's there.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Picked out brilliantly. Oh, and the shot! He's got a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack.
He certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Argentina are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. looking wide. Tries to play it through. Chance, surely! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Martinez! No, not quite.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Coming on the field is number 7.
Di Maria. Fernandez. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Nicely weighted ball. Shapes to shoot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Just eases him off the ball. Otamendi proves just a little bit too strong. Di Maria picks it up out wide.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Can he get on the end of this? He's found space here. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Substitution.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, good ball! Paredes.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Romero does really well to win the ball there. And that's another good win of the ball. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That's a shade optimistic. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Knocks it into space. Molina.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Paredes. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Good ball, good take. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Gonzalez is having a shot! Messi. Paredes. And he's decided to go for it. And no one is overly concerned about that. And that is the final whistle. So this is already looking like a tough test, an anticlimactic end to a game which started with... So many teams, so many ambitions. The objectives are clear for everyone, and they all know what needs doing. It is very much every team for themselves. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We are just getting started. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Now it's Kalajic.
Oh, great feat, that.
Now it's Laimer. No outsmarting him this time. Now it's Martinez. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Alvarez is onto this. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, modern centre-backs are judged on their ability to defend. But this guy, Christian Romero...
Kalajic! Magnificent! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And it's Austria who go ahead. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps. And that's it. So finally it is here, the grandest event in world football. It is time to dream again. A statement win would do very nicely for either side, and perhaps more for the loyal following that are present today, this being undoubtedly for some the journey of a lifetime. Everything perfectly set for what we hope will be a memorable opening day fixture. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So 4 years in the waiting, and finally it is here.
Well, right now the players are looking relaxed enough. Inside they might be feeling a little bit different, but they've got to set the right tone for the rest of the competition. And
Gakpo! And that is well cleared. Played in. That is a brilliant interception. He has found the way through. Reinders! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Marlon. Ito does really well to win the ball there. Can he get it through? Now, real chance! Goal, the Netherlands! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Japan finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
Japan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's in plenty of space here. He is through here. And that's played in low. Kamada. Now it's Somerville. Nice looking ball. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
He won't be happy with that one. He's in a great position here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Shoots!
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Played back into the centre. Ito. Kubo. Kubo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Kubo.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Now it's Marlon, and it's Gravenberg. Played out to the left flank. Gakpo. Gakpo with the cross. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Japan truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Maida. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Somerville. Oh, that's fabulous. That's a shade optimistic. Kamada. Maida. Defending was strong and firm. De Jong. Kamada. And Maida. And it's Kamada. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Japan trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Please welcome everyone, our lads. Substitution.
The second period is underway.
Japan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
He's got away. Japan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
And they win it back again. Van Dijk. Gravenberg. Reinders. He's looking wide. And he's managed to get free. Crosses it in here. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And here's the chance to counter. Reinders looking understandably energised after his goal. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Japan still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Good ball, good take. Goes for a shot! No, just not quite.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision there.
He's found a way through. Lovely feet.
Oh, great feet, that.
Here's a chance! He's got away with one there.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Just about up to the hour now. Van der Ven. Now it's Gakpo. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, it's played into the area. Chance! Oh, good finish. And this is getting better and better. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
So that's two now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Oh, shooting chance! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Tries one from range. That is decidedly lacking.
Japan are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Japan still have the cards to affect this game. Now it's Kluivert. He's picked his way through. Kamada. Japan are looking to break at pace. Reinders simply refused to be outdone there. Marlon, and he's got the beating of his man. Now it's Gakpo. That ball looks a good one. And he was alert to it. Duan. And Tomiyasu. Into the last quarter of an hour. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Gravenberg. Now, can they get him away? Gakpo in acres of space out wide. And it's Reinders. Lofted in. Oh, that was vital. Kamada. Oh, they could break here. Reinders. Van der Ven. Gakpo. Now Van der Ven. Ito kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Marlon. And it's Kluivert. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Coming on the field.
Japan really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Kamada. Kamada making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Japan really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Promising position. Oh, that's delightful. He's found a way through. And that's it. So this is already looking like a tough test, an anticlimactic end to a game which started with so much hope. Well, with every game that goes by, the picture becomes that little bit clearer. Another practice run under the belt, another qualifying lap, all in a bid to ensure that it will be their name on the exclusive grid. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud, the tone for this game. He's had a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, he's been caught napping. And he shoots! He's done it! And it's Tunisia who take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Tunisia make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Shoots! And there's a goal! 2-0, and in next to no time. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So that's 2 now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And that's it.
This is a hard one to take, but we'll be back.
Well, it has been a 4-year wait, a long, long wait. For near enough a century, we have been treated to endless drama as teams vie to rise above the other 194 nations to be crowned kings of this remarkable game. History... Oh, great leap! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to making the right decisions. That's what sets him apart, for me anyway.
And it's Baina. Baina proves just a little bit too strong. Can he finish? Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead.
Marcou para a Espanha. Aos 10 minutos de jogo, o camisola número 21.
Spain make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Played out to the left flank. Spain leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Baina. And it's Pedri. Now Fabian Ruiz. Oh, that's well done, really robust. It's a Spain free kick. This the perfect chance, and he's going direct. That was travelling. Oh, what a mistake! Cabo Verde are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions.
Well, and he shoots! That is decidedly lacking.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Fabian Ruiz. Ronaldo. It's Pedri. And it's Ruiz. Spain disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. He's having a shot! It's a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Cabo Verde restore parity.
Both teams having to rewrite their plans and start from scratch here. Plenty of food for thought for both managers.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Fabian Ruiz. Ronaldo. Hops for safety. That has been slung wide. Kubasi. Half an hour played now. And it's Baina. It's Pedri. Pedri. Great vision. Has a look and plays it forward. Over to the right flank. He has found the way through. And he's made sure that's not getting through. He's shifting the shots! And that is doing no harm at all.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Grimaldo. Fabian Ruiz. Baina. And here's Oyarzabal. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Distributed tidily. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he's managed to get free. Shapes to shoot! Cabo Verde have a free kick. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's looking wide. Looking to play him in. Yamal! And we've reached half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. And so we're off again. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Spain do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
He won't be happy with that one. Going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Oyarzabal. This looks promising. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And that is out of play. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Llorente, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Engages and forces him off the ball. That'll be a throw-in. Now, can they get him away? Cucurella. Now Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Yamal. And he's intervened well there. Pressing high and with purpose. Spain perhaps contemplating their next change here. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Out towards the flank. And here's Oyarzabal, picked out brilliantly. This is a promising build-up. Llorente.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That's a good run he's making there. There's the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Yamal. Now it's Oyarzabal. How Kubasi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's found a way through. There will be a throw-in. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Fabian Ruiz. Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Half an hour gone in the second half. And that's gone loose.
Spain really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's made its way to him. He's picked his way through, and the shot! Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Yamal, shot, surely! And that's a real chance missed.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Spain have opted to make another change here. So they were calling for him, and now they get him.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious what they want to do here. Just get the ball to him and hope that something happens, a little magic.
Can he latch on to this? He is through here. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Shoots! They are queuing up to have a go here.
Spain really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Looking for options for movement. He's in plenty of space here. He's got away. Takes a shot! Oh, that could be pivotal! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Cabo Verde found a way, forcibly. Now they must hold out.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this. We're never done till it's completely done.
And that will be it. Spain suffer the indignity of defeat on day one. Hope very much deflated. Well, we're becoming used to scenes just like this in this endless festival of football, pitting just about everybody against everybody. Interest levels very, very high. In fact, it's only increasing as games carry more and more significance. No question, everyone here is in the mood. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Shoots! That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat.
Llorente! Llorente. And he's straight offside. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oyarzabal has it out wide and in space. That's tidy. He's being urged to shoot. Oyarzabal! So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
No, it's come to nothing. Fabian Ruiz. And Yamal. So we're still where we started right now. And the pass is intercepted. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. It's not an especially good pass, that.
Saudi Arabia definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Yamal. He's in a great position here. Fabian Ruiz. And that's a good ball. Shapes to shoot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal
Spain
14,
can now
el
introduce
dorsal
the
7,
first of their substitutes.
serán sustituidos por el dorsal 18, el dorsal 22.
And it's Pedri. Good pressure, determined, intense. He's got away. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Spain! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Marcó en el minuto 28, el dorsal 9.
Spain have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Ball swung in. Pedri. Spain have rung the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Now it's Oyarzabal. It's a promising position. Ah, such a clever touch. Pedri tries one from range. And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Spain are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
There's the shot! And a neat finish! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Spain are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Good ball, good take. And a chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Kubasi. Saudi Arabia, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. He's gone forward. Spread out to the left. Well read, nice interception.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And the whistle goes for half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Spain looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. The second half is up and running. This looks promising, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Yamal. It's a sharp pass. Now it's Yamal. Foot in. Saudi Arabia are looking to break at pace. Plays a sharp little ball here. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Now it's Oyarzabal, and it's made its way to him. Now this could be a chance. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. He's found a way through. Oh, that's fabulous. He'll try from distance. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, good-looking ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, he's won on. He's had a shot. Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Eric Garcia promptly onto that, and that is that. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Saudi Arabia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Spain perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Opts for safety. That's destined for the flank. He's shifting through the gears here. Tries a measured ball. It's a goal kick. So changes a foot here, and from both sides.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Spain will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Oh, that's neat. Played out towards the right wing. Drills one in. Chance! And again! It's a loose ball. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. And now they can spring out of defence. In with the challenge. Strokes it back.
Modern football for you, and all that pressing.
Not the most accurate pass. He's picked his way through. Yamal. Nice looking ball. Now it's Dani Olmo. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And it's Pedri. That is ended up in no man's land. Aimed beyond the defence.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Spain can consider themselves just about safe now. Now it's Oyarzabal. That's a lovely, neat pass. He's found a way past. He's going for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was...
Point-blank header! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, that is a nice touch. And they win it back again. Now it's Oyarzabal. Over to the right flank. He's in plenty of space here. He is through here.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
It is a corner. Spain have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. Tubil. Gavi. Takes a shot! Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And the referee brings it to a close. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. And so the enduringly thrilling ambience of the group game upon which everything hinges. Their existence in this competition is down to this game. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So they need a win. They need a win to get them over the line.
Well, Peter, the question that comes to mind is how much do they want it? These players know that this could be the gateway for bigger things, progression.
Goes for a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Lamine Yamal can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to making the right decisions. That's what sets him apart, for me anyway.
Back to the keeper it goes. Swung over. Yamal is onto it in a flash. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
That's Valverde. Lovely pass, but can he get... He leaps for it! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
And it's Baina. Pedri, Bentancur does well to get it back. Looking for the run. Oh, good take in a good area. Shot, surely! Goal! Uruguay! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Uruguay have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out. Spain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
That looks a good ball through. He's having a shot! And that's a sharp finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Uruguay are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
So it's away we go then. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Llorente, great defending, strong and determined. Ugarte plays it through, and he's quick to return it. Chance for a shot! He's beaten it. Goal! Uruguay! And Uruguay take the lead. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. It's a promising position. Good read, needed to be. Valverde. Ugarte. And it's Valverde. Goes looking wide.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
And he passes it long. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Ugarte. Spread to the right. Baina gets on his bike and on the move. Spain do have a chance to counter here. Yamal is onto this. Surely he can't, and the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's quick to... Yamal! Now, who's going to be first to this? That's really well cleared. Tries one from range. Brilliant from Pedri. He's got himself an absolute peach. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He's in a great position here. Oh, shooting chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Fabian Ruiz. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Pedri. It's run loose here. And here's Oyarzabal. He's having a pop! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Oyarzabal clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Can he get it through? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Eric Garcia. And it's Grimaldo. And Baina. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. And here's Oyarzabal. Bentancur. Now it's Darwin. That's going wide left. And he's managed to get free. Crosses it in. Oh, great leap! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Eric Garcia. Baina. That has been cut short. 30 minutes gone. Bentancur. He's got away. And that is out of play. And he cuts out the supply. Space for him to turn and look. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Pedri, good ball, good take. Viña, nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Decent chance! Goal! Uruguay! And they've got their lead back. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
And yes, it's him again. Uruguay have their lead.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Great vision, and that could set him on his way. He's rising! No, not the best of headers.
Uruguay really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Pedri. Baena. And it's Ruiz. A header!
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de
Harmlessly behind.
compensación.
Villa. And it's Oliveira. Now it's Darwin. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with it.
And the shot! And it's come back out to him. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Now it's Pedri. Shoots! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Pedri is offering a wry smile there.
Ugarte. That's destined for the flank. He's shifting through the gears here. Now it's Darwin. Big chance! And there's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to...
Takes a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Lamine Yamal actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Grimaldo plays it short. And he's gone backward here. Llorente. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Uruguay. Oh no, this doesn't. And the shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Nicely aimed
La
pass.
cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue de
Distributed tidily.
80.953.
He has found the way through. He has a look up. Pau Kubasi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Has a look up and delivers. And that's the keeper's ball. Yamal being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
He's had a shot! Fabian Ruiz. Yamal carries the ball down the right. Stood up well to him there. Bentancur. Can he get on the end of this? Nunez. Tries a shot! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes.
Convertido en el minuto 71.
There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
And the finish! Oh, brilliant save.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
They've played it short. Spain have the chance to go the other way. Just about up to 75 minutes. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Cross to the back post. Oh, good climb! Outstanding save to keep that out. Now it's Ferran Torres. Threads one in. Now it's Ferran Torres. Oh, a gilt-edged shot, and he shoots! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Cambio en Uruguay. Número 20.
So we have movement on both benches.
Número 7. Cambio.
Bentancur. Picked out brilliantly. Real shapes to shoot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Uruguay have opted to make another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, super find. Oh, he's burst through. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
He really ended up...
De Arrascaeta! De Arrascaeta goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. Bentancur, spread neatly. He's found a way through. It's a sweeping cross. There's the shot! It's a goal! They are playing them off the park. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed press.
Chance! It's a goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Chance! Oh, he's been caught napping, and again! And he couldn't keep it down. Vigna, keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And the through ball. Look at the space here. And a chance! And he's missed it. It's a pretty loose pass. And that's it.